6:31, we're ready to go.
Live or Memorex?
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Whitehall City
Recording
Council
in progress.
special meeting for June 14th, 2022. Casey, would you please call roll?
Dixon.
Present.
Cantor.
Present.
Smith.
Present.
Peck.
Present.
Coniston.
Present.
Elmore.
Present.
Bailey. Potter.
Present.
Mr. President, I make a motion to excuse the absent member.
Second.
Thank you. There's been a motion by Mr. Cantor, second by Ms. Elmore, to excuse our absent member. Any discussion? Casey, please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The absent member has been excused. Ms. Thompson, will you please call roll as to whether each member of council was given a copy of each item of legislation listed on the agenda prior to the meeting and including any add-on legislation?
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Thank you. We have several pieces of legislation before us tonight. First is ordinance 27, 2022, authorizing exemptions of 161.09A, vacation sick leave credit carryover 161.098, for the purpose of employing a highly qualified employee to the city of Whitehall and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 27, 2022, and move for the suspension of the rules, please.
Second.
There has been a motion by Mr. Cantor, second by Ms. Coniston, to introduce ordinance 27, 2022, and move to suspend the rules. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to adopt, please.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Mr. Cantor, second by Ms. Coniston. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Ordinance 27, 2022 has been adopted. Ordinance 28, 2022, authorizing and approving a fund transfer in the amount of $720,000 from unappropriated monies in the General Fund 101 to the 311 Capital Improvement Fund, approving a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $720,000 from the 311 Capital Improvement Fund to the Capital Improvement Expense Account 311.000.54,000 and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 28, 2022, and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second.
A motion by Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. Heck to introduce ordinance 28, 2022 and suspend all the rules. Any discussion?
Yes, I would like to remind everyone that this was budgeted, but the money was not in the fund. So we're putting the money in the fund. It was budgeted.
So it's not a supplemental, this
No.
is just,
It was budgeted.
thank you. Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Ordinance 28, 2022 has been adopted.
Move to adopt.
Oh, I'm sorry. The rules are suspended. I got ahead of myself.
Passed it right over.
I did.
What did you say, Karen? Excuse me?
President Potter, I would like to say that yes, it is a supplemental, only because we had already
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
appropriated money, but we have to move it now. So it is a supplemental.
But not from unappropriated.
Right,
It's the supplemental from appropriated.
yes. Mhm.
A second.
Thank you. So,
No.
We
it's
there?
appropriate.
yes, now there's
Okay.
a motion by Ms. Constance, second by Ms. Heck. Any discussion? Any further discussion? Ms. Thomas, let's try that again. Please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Now, ordinance 28, 2022 has been adopted. Ordinance 29, 2022, making and approving a supplemental appropriation of $28,000 from unappropriated monies in the General Fund 101, the Facilities Maintenance Account 101-750-54,100, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 29, 2022, and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second.
There's been a motion by Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. Heck, to introduce ordinance 29, 2022, and to suspend all rules. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Peck.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. By Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. Heck. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Ordinance 29, 2022 has been adopted. That brings us to ordinance 30, 2021. To amend and adopt 614, authorizing the expenditure of $47,000 from the Law Enforcement Trust Fund Account 241-000-50,000 to purchase body worn cameras and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I want to introduce ordinance 30, 2022, and suspend all rules.
Second.
There's been a motion by Ms. Elmore, second by Mr. Dixon, to introduce ordinance 30, 2022, and suspend all rules. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Mr. President, I move to adopt.
Second.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Elmore, second by Mr. Dixon for the adoption of ordinance 30, 2022. Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Ordinance 30, 2022 has been adopted. Resolution 17, 2022, authorizing the mayor to apply for and accept a body armor grant and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I wish to introduce resolution number 17, 2022, and suspend all rules.
Second.
There has been a motion by Ms. Elmore, second by Mr. Cantor, to introduce resolution 17, 2022, and to suspend all rules. Is there any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Ms. Elmore, second by Mr. Cantor. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Resolution 17, 2022 has been adopted. Ordinance 32, 2022, advancing $2,137.50 from unappropriated money in the Department of Justice Forfeiture Fund 243 to the Bulletproof Vests Grant Fund 252, and making a supplemental appropriation of $2,137.50 to the Bulletproof Vests Grant Fund 252 to the Bulletproof Vest Grant Expense Account 252-000-53,000, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I wish to introduce ordinance 32, 2022, and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second?
There's been a motion by Ms. Elmore, second by Ms. Heck, to introduce ordinance 32, 2022, and to suspend all rules. Is there any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Motion to adopt by Ms. Elmore, second by Ms. Heck. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore,
Yes.
Bailey.
Ordinance 32, 2022 has been adopted. Ordinance 33, 2022, authorizing and approving a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $90,000 from unappropriated monies in the General Grant Fund 101 to Legal Defense Account 101-900-51,000, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 33, 2022, and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second?
There's been a motion by Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. Heck, to introduce ordinance 33, 2022, and to suspend all rules. Is there any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Motion to adopt by Ms. Coniston, second by Ms. Heck. Any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore,
Yes.
Bailey. Oh, I'm here.
Turn around.
33, 2022 has been adopted. And our final piece of legislation this evening is Resolution 18, 2022, authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Jerome M. Scott Architects for police department renovations.
Mr. President, I wish to introduce Resolution 18, 2022, and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second?
There's been a motion by Mr. Dixon, second by Ms. Smith, to introduce Resolution 18, 2022, and to suspend all rules. Is there any discussion? Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes?
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Move to adopt?
Second?
Rules were suspended, but now we've got a motion to adopt.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. So the motion to adopt came from Mr. Dixon, second by Ms. Smith. Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes.
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
Resolution 18, 2022 has been adopted. Given there's no additional business in front of council for this special meeting, I will adjourn us at 6:41.
Motion to adjourn?
Oh, I'll take that, thank you.
Second?
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Cantor, second by Ms. Elmore. Ms. Thomas, please call roll.
Dixon,
Yes?
Cantor,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Peck,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Elmore.
Yes.
And we are now adjourned at 6:42. Okay, we will now roll into Whitehall City Council committee meetings for Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. We've got no piece of legislation for council of the whole matters. Well, I take that back. I said there's no piece of draft legislation. But, okay, so committee of the whole, we've got several items under third reading. Ordinance 2022, authorizing and approving the amendment to the table of authorized personnel 161.37A of the codified ordinances titled Office of the Mayor, and authorizing and approving the amendment of 161.38 salary schedule titled Salary Schedule. This was to be introduced by Mr. Cantor, second by Ms. Elmore. Any discussion on, we've been over this? Okay. And we've got one item under second reading, ordinance 26, 2022, authorize the mayor to execute a contract with Change of Healthcare to administer medical billing per 143.15 of the codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall and declaring an emergency. This has Mr. Cantor introducing, with Mr. Dixon seconding and adopting on July 5th. Any further discussion on this ordinance? Hearing none, I'll now move into our standing committees. Administration and Financial Management. With the absence of Mr. Bailey this evening, Ms. Coniston has agreed to take that table.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll open Administration and Financial Management at 6:43. We don't have any drafts or pending legislation. Does anybody have anything for this committee? Seeing nothing, we'll go ahead and close at 6:43.
Thank you. Community Standards Enforcement, Chairperson Smith.
Thank you, President Potter. Community Standards and Enforcement will open at 6:44. We do not have any drafts or pending legislation at this moment. Does anyone have anything? Hearing nothing, I will close at 6:44.
Thank you. Community and Elder Advocacy, Chairperson Dixon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll open Community and Elder Advocacy at 6:44. We also have no drafts or pending legislation. Does anyone have anything for the committee? No? All right. Then I'll close Community and Elder Advocacy at 6:44.
Thank you. Economic Development, Chairperson Cantor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Economic Development will open at 6:45. We also have no draft or pending legislation. Does anybody have anything? Then I will close Economic Development at 6:45, even though it says 6:44, and I don't like to put that.
That's where we got the 5 from, but I was just going with it.
Okay.
Just change.
Infrastructure, Maintenance and Services, Chairperson Coniston.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll open Infrastructure Maintenance and Services at 6:45. We do have for third reading ordinance 22, 2022. It's authorizing and approving a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $47,500 from unappropriated monies in the general fund to the building and lot maintenance account. Does anybody have any questions or concerns on this one? And then we also have for second reading, Resolution 16, 2022. It's authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Just Howard Electric Company for services related to maintaining streetlights and traffic signals throughout the city of Whitehall. Anything else for infrastructure maintenance and services? Hearing nothing, we'll close at 6:46.
Thank you very much. Public Safety, Chairperson Elmore.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public safety will open at 6:46. We do have a piece of legislation, ordinance 31, 2022, authorizing expenditure of $65,000 from the Law Enforcement Trust Fund account and for training and law enforcement needs. We also swore in a new firefighter and a police officer today. Firefighter is Paul Shambon, and police officer is Ashton Sawyer. We also have a new chief building office official, Don Day. And just a reminder that on August the 2nd, National Night Out from 5 to 8 at John Fisher Park. And I don't have anything else unless somebody wants to add something to the committee.
Very good ceremony, swearing in Officer Salyers. Very good turnout. I was very much pleased. This is, his dad retired from the city of Whitehall, Spencer Salyers, a good friend of mine. And it's good to see him. It's good to see Ashton.
Spencer's son.
Yes, yes.
I was in a play with Spencer in high school.
Yeah. So welcome to all that was sworn in.
Is there anything else for the committee? Thank you, Wes.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I hear none, we will close at 6:47.
Thank you. And last but not least, Parks and Recreation, Chairperson Heck.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks and Recreation will open at 6:47. We have no drafts or pending legislation. We did have the second market on the green today, which is very hot. They'll continue going on Tuesdays from 4 to 7, so you should check them out. Camp started this week for Parks and Rec. My son's in it, so I did kind of get to peek in, and it seems like it's going really well. There's a really large turnout, I think like 40, 50 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And they got enough tennis rackets for everybody, and it's really great to see. And then the morning's football and cheer. So that'll be going on for the next couple of weeks. I think there's 3 more weeks. And so there's still spaces to sign up for some of the other
I saw
ones.
that Carter Finest
Mhm.
donated
Kind of
some
donated some
tennis rackets.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
very nice.
So I just think it's a really cool collaboration between Parks and Rec and the school, because the older teams get to come and help the younger kids, so it's pretty
Yes.
great. And it's really, really affordable, which is really nice. And then T-ball's winding down. They end at the end of this month. We have one more makeup game on. Well, we have like 1.5 more weeks, so it's going well, from what I can tell as a coach. So that's all we have.
Splash pad is,
Oh yeah, and the splash pad is open.
it's rocking.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Quite
It was,
right.
it was kind of busy.
Especially now.
Well,
I
yeah,
want to
sure.
go there.
And they changed the rules back to the pre-pandemic, and it's a great thing, you know. Our Parks and Rec staff and commission, they do a very good job.
I think you should. I think the community would be like, wow,
Yeah.
there's the splash pad.
Oh, and the skating park's coming along really nice.
Yeah.
It's north of the Armory on Country Club.
Yes.
Go by and look at it. It's boom.
It is, it's
Yeah,
happening.
absolutely.
One other comment, and this has to do with our parks and the softball or baseball tournaments that are going on, and our police officers. I had a note from one of the residents, and I'll just read it, and it was May the 2nd. They said May 2nd, they moved into their house in 15 years. This is the first time that a Whitehall police officer was riding around on a bike during a softball or baseball tournament. I am impressed, boss move. So they were really happy to see our police
Great.
out in the
Yeah.
community, and just
Yeah.
nice presence, and it was just a really good atmosphere. And
Community
I thought I would
control
read
at its
that.
finest.
We refer to that as stealth. And Officer Jerry Dillon briefed me on that terminology and why.
Okay.
I thought, wow, and yeah, we're out there.
Yeah.
We see him, so it's a
No,
good
that's
thing.
great.
So,
Thank
good
you.
job to the public safety and our parks.
Yeah, good job, Laura.
Does anybody have anything else? Hearing nothing further?
Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
This Sunday's Music in the Park.
Oh, yes. There's so many things going on.
There is.
So, yeah, check out the website, because there's definitely a lot of things going on with our Parks and Rec this summer, so.
Shouldn't be as hot this Sunday.
Let's
I
hope.
hope
Let's
not.
hope.
Okay, hearing nothing further, I will close at
90
6:50.
degrees next week.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads.
Oh, that's this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
So now, with nothing additional in front of this council, I will adjourn us at 6:51.
Did not know that. That's what they're into. Oh, those slack off. Thank you, Karen.